And I'm live. Okay. I thought I would take some time to ink a little more on this. I got just a little more time before I got to go and deal with dinner stuff. So I thought I would take a moment and put in some time on this thing because it keeps going ink me, ink me. So I'm gonna do what it says. Okay. Let me get around to this side where my hand's not completely in the way. Hey Jason, what's up? Yeah, I tried that stream this morning and nobody was up for it yet, or everybody was busy doing stuff. So, and then stuff cracked off. I'm like, okay, but yeah, I've been looking at this thing and it keeps going. I want to finish that, but I want to do it on camera because I want the content. Yeah, yeah. Well, seeing for me that's kind of late because I'm up like 3 o'clock in the morning usually here, something like that. I've officially gone to old man time. Had to happen one of these days. I'm usually in bed by 9. Yeah, 3 a.m. Sometimes earlier than that. I sleep like 5 hours or something, usually 6 hours. And then always a nap in the afternoon, just like an old man would. Tried to get the levels on the mic adjusted to where people can hear me, but I hear every little grunt, groan, click, and pop that I make. Nine p.m., huh? Mm. Yes, yes. That's bedtime, man. That's way late for old men. Okay, good, because I turned the level all the way down because the microphone's just a little too good right here next to my face. It wants to pick up everything. Working from home full time. Yeah, sort of a double edged sword. I mean, it's convenient, no doubt, but it's just too easy to get used to. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, once you work at home, trying to go back to do anything else is like, really? You have to go there? I'm really much better off and more productive if you leave me alone in my cave. Oh, crap. Okay. Hang on a minute. Somebody's at the door. It was the mailman with mail. And everybody's like, "What'd you get? What'd you get?" Because, yeah, I did. I did get something. So I wasn't planning on unboxing anything, but let me make sure I lose the mailing information here. All right. See, you get inking and unboxing. Look at that. It's a twofer. Uh, all right. Yeah, that's what I thought this was. This is a copy of my Doctor Strange omnibus by Lee and Ditko. Let me get that out there so we can see it a little bit. Hang on. It's got an Alex Ross cover. It's extremely glossy. My apologies. Um, yeah, I got this for a deal on eBay. I've got all this material with the essentials, but I didn't have it in color. And it's nice to have it in the hardback. And I kind of like the way they've handled most essential books as far as color goes. Yeah, let me see if I can do something about that. There we go. That's that's a little better. Hey, what's up? Someone saying Punisher Essential Edition. Oh, yeah. See, I haven't even seen that yet. So the next one I'm going to get is the Thor by Simonson Omnibus. They're doing a new printing of it, and it comes out here in about 15, 20 days. I'm going to get one of those. So, but yeah, I wasn't expecting to do an unboxing, but hey, mailman came to the door, and I'm going to leave stuff outside. So, I'm going to do a little unboxing too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Thor Omnibus. This stuff's nice too. I've really, really been into Steve Ditko lately. Just like holy shit, which is so weird because I really hated his artwork for a long, long time. But now I'm just like, man, that is so cool. Yeah, anyway, yeah, this is in decent shape. I've had a couple of kind of experiences with omnibuses that are used. Usually, people that take care of them keep them. So far, in my experience. So I always try and get them wrapped when I can, but this one was too good of a deal. You know, when you can pick one of these suckers up for like 25 bucks. Hey, there's Duck Bacon, Gil Kane Amazing Spider-Man Artisan Edition. I haven't got that. I haven't got that. I do have the essentials with all that Gil Kane stuff in there. Uh, I've even got some photocopies of this stuff somewhere around there that I got from years ago. That I got from Ken Landgraf. He's got a channel here on YouTube. He used to be Gil Kane's assistant, and yeah, I guess the deal was at the time was he refused payment. Like, no, I don't want you to pay me money. I just want to read your photocopies. So yeah, right on, cool, good inks over Kane. So yeah, I might get that. I've been tempted by it a couple different times. Um, so, but anyway, yeah, this is just all the Leon Ditko stories from Strange Tales and from the early issues of Doctor Strange. So it's nice to have this, one big thick book of Ditko stuff in one spot. And so even though I had the essential, I'm like, I'm gonna get it because I really enjoyed uh, most of these omnibus format books. Put this down for a second so I can bring the page back in here. Anyway, back to inking. Like, man, nobody cares about your book. We came here to see how to ink, man. And you were the only guy doing it, so. Mm, I wish they'd make these. All right. See, now that's too dark for this. It was too glossy for looking at the book, but now it's all dark. There we go. There we go. Now we can see that. Just looking over at what the chat's talking about Simons and all this stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. The guy that was Gil Kane's assistant, Ken Landgraf. He's got a channel here on YouTube. Um, he's also got a store over on eBay. He's got several books he's published. Um, he's a pretty cool dude. I sent him copies or scans of the Gil Kane page of layouts that I've got, and he and I traded some scans. Sorry, I'm trying to move over here, but I can. Thinking you guys can see a little bit better, so my hand's not all over it. I just keep thinking like normal and going, oh yeah, they're watching. I wonder if they can say anything. Hey, thanks, Doug Bacon. Aaron LaPresti's channel. Yeah, I don't catch too much of his channel. I've seen it a couple times. What I've seen, he's one of those guys very into CGC stuff. I try not to watch anything that might make me try and buy stuff that I can't really afford to buy. So I buy too much stuff anyway. Yeah, Ken Landgraf, pretty cool dude. He's got an outlaw style comic too that he does. I forget what it's called. They talked about it over on Cartoonist Kayfabe. So he is definitely one of the kings of what Ed Piskor would have called the outlaw comics scene. Mm, not sure how crazy I am about this thing. I guess it'll work for filling in blanks. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. Sorry, this cable keeps getting in the way. I'm gonna have to. See if I can't tuck it out of the line here. There we go. Maybe. Sorry. Okay. Thanks, Duck Bacon. Uh, uh, there it is. And I should grab my French curve too while I'm at it. This live stream stuff kind of reminds me a little bit of working at a table at a convention in front of people. Sort of a similar kind of experience. Okay. Um, yeah, definitely allowed at the convention. No, I didn't get the Helix Angel Compass yet. I'll get in the mood for gadgets at some point. I'll wind up getting one. I'm a sucker for gadgets when it comes to stuff like that. That's why when I saw Rob using one, I'm like, what the hell is that? I might need one right now. I didn't tell anybody I was going live this time. I just kind of did it because I've only got a little bit of time before I gotta jump off of here and do something about dinner. I said I would cook tonight, so oh, I'm gonna do tacos, duck bacon. I'm gonna make some tacos, even though it's not Tuesday. I decided to do away with typical convention and do some tacos tonight. Um, okay. Mm, uh-uh. I just noticed the time. People are like, "What time is it?" And Jason knows what time it is. Time to get the gear ready. It's almost time. Well, he's an hour behind me because he's on West Coast time, so he's got to wait another hour. But for me, he knows what time it is. Time for tacos. Yeah, almost time for tacos. Yeah, that's right. Mm. Get you hungry. And, oh, sorry about that. Filipino chicken. dinner. I've never had Filipino chicken. I bet it's amazing. I would love to try some. I'll be right over. I don't even know where you're at. Some place where you can get Filipino chicken. Far, far away from where I'm at. That's for sure. Ain't no Filipino chicken around here, man. Mm. Got it from the kitchen, made it from a recipe. Right on. Yeah, I always, I get tempted to do stuff like that, and I've done stuff like that before, and it's come out okay, but it's just kind of a head trip thing for me because, like, I don't know, the way I think about it is if I've never tasted it by somebody that knows how to make it, how do I know if I've made it right? I don't know, it just bugs me. Like an OCD thing or something. Tacos. Yeah. Mm. I need to hook up with Will's Potasio and find out what you know. I'm down for that. I would have been down for that at any time. So, but Wills was always busy with anchors that were very good. So, not to mention, push comes to shove, Wills is a damn fine anchor on his own. He doesn't need anybody's help. So, between that and the line of guys like me that would be thrilled for the opportunity, you know, it, it's been 30 years. It hasn't happened yet, unfortunately. Anybody out there with a Wills Portacio pencil piece, hit me up and we'll ink that commission for you cheap. See, I've gotten way, way, way too used to working digitally because I keep wanting to flip the art. Clip Studio Paint. I've got a hotkey set up. It's where I just hit a button. It flips the art from left to right. Because there's lines that are just more comfortable to make one way than they are the other. I need to get a better light in here too, because you guys can see it on screen pretty good, but I'm having trouble here. That's part of the reason why I switched to digital to begin with. I started to have trouble with my eyesight. Like, congratulations, you're old, and you got old man problems now. Oh yeah, yeah. I've got a flip and I've got rotate all set up on hotkeys. I look like a '70s keyboard player in a band. You like one hand over here and the other hand over here, and they're both like doing something separately. And so I've got all my keyboard shortcuts set up and stuff. So I'm rotating the image and I'm flipping it back and forth. And yeah, I've said it before. I take advantage of all the digital advantages that it'll let me have. Because if you don't, what's the point? You know. Um, to some degree, I mean, to some degree, I try very much to keep it. If it starts looking too preferred look, if it starts looking too digital, people don't dig that. I know Rob's expressed that before. I've heard lots of people say that. Lots of people go, "Hey, I don't like digital inks." And I'm like, "Have you seen my digital inks?" I mean, not to sound conceited, but my inks that like Rob's even said it. I try very hard to make sure that my inks don't look like I've done digitally. Like I don't want anybody to know it's anything different. John Lord style. I don't know who John Lord is. Duck Bacon. You lost me with that one. Sorry, bud. Mm. Oh, the keyboard player from Deep Purple. Okay, yeah, like bugging me. I know that name. Yeah, John Lord style. I do know what you're talking about. I do know who that is. Look at that. Um, Because yeah, I was like sitting here looking at the paper. I didn't even notice that you that you cued me in. I'm like, John Lord. Like, wait a minute, I do know that name. Yeah, John Lord style for sure, all the way. Really wish they. I'm gonna have to put a piece of tape around this thing or something, because the hard tip and the soft tip pens, Tombow Fujiosaki, just too similar in color, and it's kind of a drag to have to fumble with the label and read it each and every time. Usually, when that happens, I'll stick a piece of tape around one tool or the other, so that way I know which is which at just a glance. I can just reach over and grab it and not spend time, especially at my age, trying to squint at this little bitty damn. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. It's right there. Can you see it? Soft tip. I'm like, jeez. Hold this up the fan for just a second. That thing lays down some pretty fresh ink. Mm, mm. Okay. go back to that. Mm. I'm glad you like it, Rob. Um, really, I'm just kind of doing a lot of mind work trickery. I was told once that everything you do should be a grad, should be a gradation, going from light to medium to dark. So every time you see me doing line work of any sort, that's what I'm trying to think about. Because if you can get it to fade nice, it doesn't even have to make sense. That's what I found more often than not. Like if you can get those pretty fades, people don't care. They're like, oh, look at that. Look at how pretty those lines are. Yep. You spend a lot of time throwing lines. Mm. But because of that, things bug me sometimes. They probably don't bug other people. sometimes people are like, why the second set of lines? Why do you have this cross hatching here? I just think it's too much. And I'm like, maybe. But if it doesn't have that nice fade from light to dark, it's just too harsh to my eye. Like even this, I would have to. There we go. Let's go to, yeah.